Hello student, welcome all of you. This is the lecture for BSc TIVA student and paper is numerical analysis. In the last lecture we have already discussed about the differences and some examples of the factorial polynomials. Now today we are going to introduce one special types of the operators. The operators E operator and delta operator. E operator and delta operator. So these are two operators, and today we are going to discuss on this operator what is the value of E and what is the value of delta, how we can calculate it, and what will be the relation between them. These discussions will be going on tomorrow. Today. So let y is equal to f of x, y is equal to f of x with any function. Y is equal to f of x with any function. So y is independent variable, y is dependent variable and x is independent variable because the function is in the form of x. And let a, then a plus h, then a plus 2h and so on be consecutive values of x. Be consecutive value of x. Then we know that this delta f of x can be written as f of a plus h minus f of a. This is the definition for delta f of a. So here we define an operator E. We define operator E, and this operator is called displacement operator. Displacement operator. This operator is called displacement operator. And can be defined as E is equal to f of E is equal to f of a plus h. Whatever the f of E, if we operate the E, then this f of a increase by h and we get the value of a plus h. Then this E also referred as shift operator. This E is also referred as shift operator. So student, we have already known what is delta f of a. Delta f of a is f of a plus h minus f of a. So from this definition, E f of a is equal to f of a plus h, I replace this term by E f of E. The E f of a minus f of a and here delta f of e, isn't it? So from right side we can take a common f of a and we get e minus 1 f of a. E minus 1 f of a, isn't it? Now if cancelling this f of a on the both sides, we get delta is equal to e minus 1 and therefore this E is equal to 1 plus delta. E is equal to 1 plus delta. And note that one thing is here. What is this one? This one is nothing but identity operator. Remember this. Identity operator. So this is not a general one. It is identity operator. It is identity operator. So here we get a relation between E and delta. And what is that? E is equal to 1 plus delta. So this is relation. So this is a first term, or the first power of the E f of a is equal to f of a plus h. Now we try to find its nth power of the shift operator E, isn't it? So student, we are discussing shift operator. So what is the shift operator? So shift operator is E is equal to E of f of a. That means if E operate on the function f of a, then we get the value f of a plus h. Is that it? Now we try to find the E square f of a. So what is the E square f of a? E square f of a can be written as E of E f of a. What is E f of a? E f of a is f of a plus h. That means we only increase h in E, that is a plus. E of f of a plus only increase this a by h, and we can write here f of a plus h. Now again operating this, so only replace only this term increased by a plus h, and then plus h we get f of a plus 2h, and therefore E square of f of a can be written as f of a plus 2h. So if e power 3 f of a, so e power 3 f of a, similarly e cube of f of a is equal to f of a plus 3h, and so on, e power n f of a can be written as f of a plus nh. E power n f of a can be written as f of a plus nh. So this is the operator E. Now we can also define the inverse operator E. Next operator. Remember student, I am suggesting to you, these are relations between E and delta in different manner may be asked in the examination for the MCQs question. So remember this. What is the value of, what is the relation of, what is the inverse operator, what is shift operator, how it can be expressed in the form of delta, and so on. Now we try to understand what is meant by inverse operator. What is meant by inverse operator? So students, inverse operation is denoted by E inverse, and it can be written as E inverse of f of x is equal to f of x minus h. That means this x is decreased by h. Power is inverse, so decreased by h, or increased by minus 1, same thing. Increase by minus h or decrease x by h. It is the same matter. So here this term also can be written as, remember, this term also can be written in the form of E inverse yi is equal to yi minus 1, because this value is nothing but y. F of x plus h is nothing but f y is equal to this. Y is equal to this. So we can write this E inverse on the y of I. So this can be written as decrease y by minus 1. So I minus 1. That is minus 1. Sorry. Where this yi is nothing but f of xi. Y is nothing but f of xy. Now one note is there. So E square and f square of x and E f of x whole square are not identical. Remember these. These are not identical. E square f square f of x is not identical with e f of x square. Remember this thing? This is the first point. Then next point is that I discuss second point. Second point. E square f of a. E square f of a. So e square f of a can be written as f of a plus 2h. And f of a plus 2h we can be written as f of a plus 2 times delta f of a plus delta square f of a. We know that this. And this term, taking f of a common, we get 1 plus 2 delta plus delta square into f of a, and this can be written as 1 plus delta square f of a. So this get f square of f of a is nothing but this. And getting f of a cancel on both sides, that means operand f of a on each side, we can being understand. So we get e square is equal to 1 plus delta square. Remember this thing? E square is equal to 1 plus delta square. Because we know that E is 1 plus delta. Since E is equal to 1 plus delta. So E square is 1 plus delta square. So in general, remember this. In general, if x is a positive, x is a positive integer, x is positive integer, any positive integer x, e power x can be written as 1 plus delta power x. Remember this formula. Now third point is e to the power 0 is always 1. Remember this third point. This is second point and this is first point. E square of f of x square and e f of x square are not equal. You try this yourself, prove that yourself, and upload on my personal or our college WhatsApp group. Upload it. So in the next lecture we will discuss about properties of two operators. Properties of two operators. Properties of two operators. So in the next lecture we will discuss on properties of two operator E and delta. Now in this we did discuss on all the things, that means some basic properties or definitions of E and delta we have already discussed. Next lecture we discuss some more and more properties, how E and delta can be written, how they will be interpreted, and some results and so on. So in the next lecture we will discuss on it. So student, today we stop it here. Our lecture is over. Thank you very much.